Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're back for another track guide, this time at Daytona in the Porsche GT3 car. This is such an iconic track and always produces some really great racing. I did this with a fixed setup and a track temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. If you find this guide helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. And with that said, let's get straight into the guide. For turn 1 I brake just after the yellow marker on the right. I brake to around 50% and slowly release it going into the corner. I keep the car to the outside of the track on the entry and use second gear. I turn in aiming for the tyre wall on the inside and get back on throttle slowly just after it. On the exit you can go right up to the curb as the two kinks are easily flat. Here I brake at the 100 meter board and shift down to second gear. I turn in at the end of the cones on the right and aim for a late apex. You can use all of this curb on the inside, and on the exit if you're too aggressive with the throttle, the TC can engage and give you a bad exit. For turn 6 I brake just after the start of the cones and keep the car around the middle of the track, turning in late for a good exit. It's important to troll brake all the way to the apex here, as it's very easy to understeer wide. Come back onto the throttle as the car begins to line up with the inside curb, then open up the steering to let the car drift out wide to the exit curb. Here I brake at the gap in the white line and use second gear. I turn in at the end of the yellow curb and take an early apex to carry more speed into the wider exit. For the exit you can either take a wide line or a tight line. I didn't see much of a difference in lap time, so you should try both to see which one you prefer. This exit is very easy to lose the car under acceleration if you're not careful, especially on cold tyres, so at the start of the races be wary of it. This chicane is absolutely horrible because of just how strict the track limits are. I brake at the one board and use fourth gear. For the first curb you have to take all of it. The second curb you get an off track if you go on the white part, and the final curb you get an off track if you go on the grass, and even a slowdown if you use too much of it. For this chicane I brake hard and trail off quickly, and then when I get to the second curb I brake slightly harder again to help with the turn in, and get back to full throttle by the third curb. It's important to be smooth with your inputs here as to not unsettle the car. In here I carry slightly too much speed, so I run slightly wide, giving me a bad exit onto this last straight. That's all for this guide. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and even consider subscribing to my channel, as we're nearly at 800 subs. I'll now leave you with the uncut hot laps.